I came across a post on social media that says, my daughter just said, I hate myself because she couldn't figure something out. So I made her write a letter apologizing to herself for being mean to herself, because if there's one person in this life we need to love, respect, and constantly affirm, it is ourselves.
That's right.
True.
So ladies, we've all been unkind to ourselves at some point. So what would you want to apologize to yourself for?
Dang, Garcelle, this is deep.
I know. It's
Well,
a
I said it was
Monday.
deep.
What a
right off
way
the
to
top.
start the week.
I said it was deep.
Apologize to yourself.
Go.
I would say when I was younger, I used to I did do this because an apology is a way to offer forgiveness to yourself.
Yeah.
And sometimes once you forgive, then you can let go.
Yes.
And so when I was younger, I used to apologize to myself for not speaking up, like when I was an engineer, and, because I was intimidated. So I would say, when I was younger, I would say to myself, I apologize for not speaking up and doubting myself, because I'm better than that. And it would always help me, and that's what got me
great.
through 8 years with a bunch of old men.
Oh, wow, that's deep.
Yeah.
I believe I understood the assignment. I actually wrote myself a letter.
There you go. Well, I understood the assignment.
I
Garcelle.
understand the
Yes.
assignment.
Uh-oh, get the
Dear
tissues.
Garcelle.
Oh,
Lord.
Okay, you guys. I want to apologize for not forgiving you for your past mistakes. I want to apologize for not always having the confidence that I should have had when I was younger. I want to apologize to you, Garcelle, for not putting you first when I know I should have.
oh my gosh.
That's beautiful. Wow. Yeah, don't you feel better?
Yeah,
Yeah, does that make you feel better?
it does. It does. It makes me like, I'm human and it's okay. We all make mistakes, and it's good to do this and apologize to yourself.
Because it's that forgiveness that's
Yeah.
needed, What
Yeah.
about you, boo?
I feel like it was really hard for me to write this letter because I think when you're apologizing, it's actual for forgiveness, and I don't think I'm there yet.
Okay.
Like you're not
And
there
that's
to give
okay.
yourself that.
Yeah, I really don't think I'm there yet. I'm still annoyed with myself about this.
Real.
It's something that I really do struggle with, and it's that I apologize to myself for the lack of self-discipline that I have. And it's something that I beat myself up about in so many areas of my life, whether it's like, man, Adrienne, you said you wanted to be the girl that got up every day and went to the gym. And I failed myself in that area, and then I beat myself up about it. Like, why can't I do the things that I set out to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in so many areas of my life, whether it's I say I'm gonna be disciplined and get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and read the word, and then I press snooze. And then later in the day, I'm like, why couldn't I just do what I said I wanted to do? And I literally about myself. So here it goes. Dear Adrienne, I apologize for being so hard on myself for my lack of self-discipline, but I really need to get it together. I blamed my lack of self-discipline for certain things in my career going wrong, my health not being its highest potential, even my own infertility. I apologize for comparing myself to other women and not pushing myself to be the best me. Now I'm realizing I'm a constant work in progress, and I promise to give 100% to myself every day.
And that's
How do you
all.
feel?
That's a great way to start.
And that's a lie,
That's it.
because tomorrow I'm not gonna give 100%, and then I'm gonna be at
But
myself.
at least it's
Don't-
a start.
But
Yes.
that's honest.
But no,
It
but,
is honest.
but own that you're trying. The day you stop trying is
Yeah.
the day I'll be worried.
Let her know.
And you aren't doing that now. And you will always get back up and be like, okay, how do I adjust this to try to make that goal? So maybe it's not 5, maybe it's at 8, or maybe it's before you go to bed. Or
Yeah.
make the
But
adjustments
will I
to suit
ever
you.
be that person?
Yes,
You
you,
get what
will.
I'm saying?
Just don't
And do
stop
you
trying.
have to be that person?
Because that's what time will let you know.
But I want to.
to.
But
Gotcha.
that's the whole point of life. It's like you just gotta let the process play itself out.
Yes.
Everything is not always planned and perfect. We don't know, but we trust. And the reason why, we're doing this exercise, or we're thinking about doing it,
Yeah.
is so that we can get better and we can actually, add our focus. Because I tell you, that's what the thing is with meditation, is to try to focus. And that's all you're doing. So don't be
And
hard on
listen, if I
yourself.
had a warm man in my bed, I wouldn't be waking up at 5 either to go work out.
That's the struggle. That's the struggle.
Jeannie, do you have a letter, boo-boo?
I do. Mine's, I'm gonna ad lib a little bit of mine.
Okay.
I think the one thing I realized, maybe just a couple years, maybe like a year ago, is that I let what happened to me as a kid stunt me from using my voice. I hated myself for a long time for not speaking up for those 3 years that somebody was taking advantage of me. And I'm embarrassed about it because then moving on, and many times actually on this show, when somebody was actually violating me or making me feel bad, I would work harder to try to go make friends with that person. And I would be like, why don't you like me? And it was pathetic and I'm embarrassed about it. But I never turned around and actually apologized to myself because today I'm not that same person.
Right.
And it took those instances and maybe even some of those people to get me to realize like, no, it's still there, your voice is there. And you're being paid to use it today. And it's part of my brand and it's actually my career. And so go back and tell that girl, don't worry. Like even though you messed up then, you found it and you're making use of it today and you're speaking up for others.
Yeah.
So,
What's
Jeannie,
the
you're gonna be
letter?
okay.
What's the
You're gonna
letter?
be all right. And that's
it?
Oh,
That's it.
I just wrote the letter right here in front of you. Yes, I just wrote the letter. And I think that's something that I'm daily still writing because it's something that I'm still embarrassed about. Like even when I talk about it, I get all sweaty under my extensions. So I'm still learning it.
Well, we encourage everyone out there, write an apology letter to yourself. It'll make you feel better.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.